Ladies and gentlemen, check it out. The brand's making new Infiniti QX80. And this, well, it's a bit of a dinosaur, Nathan.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. It's old school. It's a proper SUV, old school SUV. And for those of you who watch The Housewives with their Rovers, this is the Unrover SUV.
All right, I'll give you that. And coming up next on the Fast Lane truck, we're going to take it up Gold Mine Hill to see how it does off-road.
Hey guys, if you want to subscribe to get new truck videos all the time, the best stuff, subscribe below. Now, if you want to see this baby towing up the Ike Gauntlet, click on my friend, Andre. Or you can click on my belly.
This QX is a 10. That's our new rating system. They always start at 10. But what happens when we find a deduction?
That's something that's really wrong with the vehicle that we find deduct-worthy.
And when you drop 3 numbers, then what happens?
You go down to lease it.
And then you drop 3 more, what happens?
You go down to rent it.
And then?
Forget it.
But this ain't gonna be rented.
Nah, it's old school goodness.
One word, Nathan, 22s.
Yeah, we had the same problem when we took the Cadillac on this very same trail.
Except these are actually all-season mud and snow tires, so they do have a little bit of a bite to them.
Yeah, Bridgestone Duelers, they're really good in the dirt, light dirt at least, and I've had a chance to have these on other trucks, and they're good.
Now, obviously this dirt road isn't a challenge for this Infiniti, but how does it compare in terms of the suppleness, the suspension, to the Caddy?
Yeah, you know, the Caddy actually had a lighter, less jouncy ride. Okay, so here's my suspicion why this one's tighter.
Yep.
And a little bit more jarring, just a little bit more jarring. And that's because they wanted to make this perform a little bit better on the street.
I really like what's under this hood. It's a 5.6 liter V8 that's based on the Titan. It puts out 400 horsepower and 413 pound-feet of torque. It's also paired to a 7-speed adaptive automatic transmission, which learns the way that you're driving. But best of all, it's very powerful, and I'm getting 16.9 mpg combined, which is respectable for a 7-passenger Range Rover.
This is a new system, so I'm trying to get used to it, but I can tell you this. This vehicle tows 8,500 pounds. I know this because we took it up the Ike Gauntlet and it did well. But even then I noticed a couple little issues, and one of them is right here. The mirrors are too small. They are just too small. And yeah, it's kind of cool because it looks like a little hippo when you go up front, little ears. It needs bigger mirrors just because it's so massive, so 1 point for that.
I do like the fact that we do have a snow mode and we have a low mode.
Yeah, proper low gear. It's so easy to figure out what to do with this. You push a button or you turn a rotating dial, that's it.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's all analog.
Yeah, that's including everything that's up here on the infotainment system, whereas when you had the Cadillac, it was that Q system, and let's face it, that Q system...
All right, well, let's see how it does going up Gold Mine Hill, because that is a test. Watch that side. Look at that, Nathan. That is really good. You can see exactly where we're going.
Yep.
How the wheels are pointed.
Yep.
And what's all around us.
Yeah, and it's great. This is actually one of the first systems that was put out there. Now BMW and other automakers are using it, and I think it should be on anything that's larger than a post office truck.
I really like this interior. It's elegant, it's comfortable, it's a little stodgy, but in general, I love the fact that there are hard buttons for everything. I've been driving a bunch of cars with touch screens, and it's refreshing to be able to actually hit a button that does something. However, I will have to deduct at 1 point, and that is for the driving position. I'm relatively tall, 6'2", and every time I get in this thing, I can't push the seat far enough back. I feel like I'm driving a school bus, and that is not comfortable.
However, I do agree with Roman. The seat needs to drop down more, and I sit too high when I'm driving. I feel like I'm driving it from sitting up high. So actually, I kind of feel like the way Roman does when he drives most vehicles.
You know, this is very steep, and you can't tell how steep it is based on video, but it's pretty hardcore, and I feel really confident in this going up this hill.
It hasn't put a wheel wrong. It
No.
doesn't seem like it cares. There's something effeminate about this vehicle, and I can't quite put my finger on it. What that does, combined with the fact that it just kind of looks like this. Yeah. But from there, the rest of it's golden. It's a great vehicle. Just those little issues, and it's right around here for me.
We're at this turn. This is where we separate the men from the mice.
Okay, so then we stop, right?
We stop, yep.
No momentum.
No momentum, and here we go. This is where usually we have an issue.
I heard a little tiny slide in the back.
Oh no, it doesn't care, Nathan. Oh,
a little bit of noise.
But just a hair of traction loss. I would say that wouldn't even count. Wow, that was really easy.
That was impressive, and for such a tank,
Yeah.
it went on that corner without a problem.
Nathan is absolutely right. This is the Un-Range Rover. If you live in Southern California and everybody else has a Range Rover, you want something that's very different, and this is it. So I'm not going to ding him for that, but I will deduct a point for these. These are vestigial air inlets that when you open up the hood, all you're doing is cooling off the hinges for the hood. And, you know, I just like things that work, and these don't work. All right, Nathan, this part is, what would you say that is? 30 feet, not even?
Yeah, about 30 feet.
But it's hairy.
Yeah, this is going to call out most vehicles. I'd be surprised if we make it past this part. Yeah, there you go. So every time you have to defeat the parking load when you're off-road to get rid of that
All right,
truck.
I'm letting the truck do all the work. Oh,
You got good clearance here, look. Far out, man. Wow.
I'll take one more stab at it.
It's like the Rush concert. It's freaking awesome.
I'll take one more stab at it, but Gold Mine Hill may remain unconquerable.
Unbelievable. That was awesome.
That was really awesome.
I sit in silent amazement.
I am too, Nathan. I thought we were definitely not going to get up that part. Well, we have our first victor. All right, Nathan, so how many points did you deducted?
It got a 7.
So that makes it a...
Release it.
Yeah, and I've taken off 2 points, which is right on the edge of a buy it. And I was going to give it one more point off because it's really a dinosaur, but I agree with you, dude. It's comfortably old school, and it made it up the hill, so I'm sticking with buy it.
Absolutely. You know, the only reason I'm here is because it's really old tech. But it really did well on the hill, and for such a big vehicle, drives nice.
Maybe I'm old tech.
Maybe we both are.
As always, this is Roman.
And Nathan.
Saying thanks for watching, and check out TFLtruck.com for more news, views,
and real-world reviews, and off-roading.
See you next time. Ciao. Go, go! Go! Unbelievable. Nathan, as you know, we are ranking every vehicle based on 5 snowflakes, with 5 being the best. So why don't you rank this one? Ground clearance.
Half.
All right, fair enough. Tires.
Yeah, pretty good.
All-wheel drive or four-wheel drive?
4-wheel drive system that actually you can put into low gear. It worked properly.
Performance.
Pretty damn good. Good engine.
Suspension. All right, so how many snowflakes is that?
That is 3.5 snowflakes.
There you have it. The Infiniti QX80 is 3.5 out of 5 snowflakes on our brand new snowflake scale.